What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of my model breakdown. It's actually going to be the first model breakdown of the 2019-2020 PGA Tour season. So welcome back for another season. I missed the first 2 weeks, as probably some of you may know that follow me and watch my content in the process of a move, but finally found some time here to talk about my model. And it's a good week to do it because we've got a very good field, at least for a fall swing season event. So without further ado, let's jump right in to talking about my model here. Of course, this is the opening page. When you download it or whatever, this is what you're going to see. So I always sort by DraftKings price, just how I've done it for a while now. Plenty of ways you can do it. First time watching, we'll go left to right just really quick. OWGR is official world golf ranking, of course. Then the two model ranks, my base model, which of course you can see in the algo points here. All of how I break out the points and the allocations. Actually, I apologize, I'm going to delete those. The actual numbers are up here that are used for the actual percentages that break out. So you can see under each statistical category what ranking points they're going to get, which attributes to their overall algo points. And of course, if you want to make your own, let's say you don't like it, or let's say, geez, you know, Francesco Molinari is way down on your model list, Jason. He shouldn't be. Well, you can go in and just change the red category here. Let's say you want 100% OWGR. We're going to take off, you know, all of everything else, just so we can see. And you'd be able to get Francesco Molinari back in the top 5 here. So we're going to go 0. We're going to go 0 on the odds. Okay. And you'll see here, when we sort by largest to smallest, again, I'm just doing this as a base example. I apologize. Looks like there we go. There we go. There it is. I still have one in there. So that's what you can see. You know, you got to go into each one and put the zeros into each red. I didn't see that the first time here. So that, again, this is the make your own model portion. You can see here, Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, Francesco Molinari. It looks like the Morikawa and Connors, looks like I have some other notes in here as well. Yep, I see it now. So that's why they're just getting points from a few other places that I was putting in there manually for some of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and press Control-Z for a while here until we get back to the original starting position. So here we are. Okay, we've gone over the make your own model. Again, go ahead and change the thing in the red to get your own rankings for it. Then we go left to right. I just have each individual breakdown of it. But one of the great things that I love about this model that I'm continually using each and every week in my analysis is this page here, the strokes gained dashboard. This is going to give you course history, the recent form, but more importantly, it's going to give you all of the strokes gained by event from all of the players. So you can really see, you know, Doc Redman must have been the last guy I was writing about here. I'm going to just scroll down to one of my best friends, Emiliano Carrillo here, and I can see that Emiliano Carrillo has lost putting 5 of 6, 6 of 7. I mean, it's ridiculous, but his ball striking numbers are really good, as you can see here. So I like to use this just to see the broad scope of things. I think it's a really nice attribute. Of course, the easiest way that I changed that, it was pretty simple. I just went to A3, box A3, and clicked that little down arrow once it appeared and clicked on the guys that I wanted. So that's really important. And then I go into, of course, as I was mentioning, I break out each individual ranking category so that you can come, if you just want to see the strokes gained ranked by the field, you can go in and do that. Of course, other stats as well. If, you know, it gets a little jumbled, I'm going to click back here to my full model here really quick. It gets jumbled. You know, there's a lot of information on it. So some people like to just see this information right in front of them. That's what I give those bottom things for. So as we go across, other stat ranks, the approach proximity. Of course, in each individual one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the rankings in it. So for example, we know this week that under 125 yards is very important. So in my algorithm, I'm going to tell it I want more weight to be put on that 125 yards and tell me who's going to be the best at the overall ranking now based on my new parameters that I have set. And as you can see, also I can come see, all right, well, I know Jim Furyk is fantastic from 125 yards and in, but he may not have that many chances to play from there because he's one of the shorter hitters. So again, this is where I come and I back check all of my work. I know that Hideki Matsuyama, Kevin Streelman, Nate Lashley all hit the ball relatively far, similar to Kevin Tway, who was the winner here at the Safeway Open last year. And those are three guys that I'll definitely be focused on in some of my lineups this week because of that. So, again, a good tool to come. Of course, we can come to recent form. Maybe I've missed somebody, that has been playing better on the European Tour or other tours. So this is, again, just a great way to come look at the information that's in front of you really quickly. Same thing for course history. If I'm looking at that, easy way to go out and do it. So hopefully that gives you a good indication. I think what I can do now is I'll go ahead and sort by my model ranking, and we'll go over it just a little bit. No surprise to see Justin Thomas with good course history here, 2 top 10s. And of course, the lowest OWGR ranking, the best statistics. No surprise that he's number 1. Close second is Patrick Cantlay, number 2, who doesn't have as good course history. Decent, and came in 17th here last year. So not bad. And then Hideki Matsuyama is 3. Ches Reavie checks in at number 4, followed by Adam Scott, 5. So gives you a good indication, of course, in my make your own model rank. Sung J M, who has played so well. The make your own model, I will say, focuses more on recent form, recent stats than the base model does. So you can see the allocations that I put in there. You see Sung J M and Patrick Cantlay trending up a little above Justin Thomas and Hideki Matsuyama. There, Ches Reavie also. One of the other biggest movers is Bud Cauley, who's got some good recent statistics, as well as Brandt Snedeker, Dylan Fratelli, and Harold Werner III. So hopefully, again, everybody has their own way of doing it. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about DFS golf is there's so many different ways to go about making your model, making your picks, doing the analysis. I give you the way to go ahead and change plenty of parameters to set. So if you think that approach proximity is everything, you can put 100%, and you can go into the approach proximity tab and go ahead and change only from 125 yards, give you the best guy, and that ranking will be there. So again, of course, if you want affirmation of your picks, or you want simply just to help on understanding what the numbers mean, why the statistics are important at this certain course, that's what the Awesemo.com Plus feature is for. Use promo code 3ball or Roslyn on your first subscription package that you get off, except for yearlies. It doesn't work for yearlies, but hopefully, of course, in that you're going to get the Slack chat. You're going to get access to all of our articles and content that Ben, Nolan, and Timothy and I all put out, and of course Alex as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I will be back next week with another model breakdown. And if you haven't checked out my 3-ball, go ahead and go right back to my 3-ball video. Go right back to the Awesemo.com page to check out that quick little 5-minute video of a couple of players playing this week that you may not have heard of or may not know is playing. And then, of course, plenty of other stuff. Join us 9 p.m. Wednesday night for the Live Before Lock show. Ben Raza and myself. Until then, cheers, everybody.